I think the new Halloween event sucks ass, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Before this video begins, I want to thank the guys over at Mashdrop who were kind enough to send me this pair of Sennheiser PC37X headphones, which is an exclusive collaboration between Mashdrop and Sennheiser. Now when it comes to headphones, I am quite a picky person. I don't like when headphones are too tight or too loose on your head, or if the sound is too tinny, or if there's not enough bass, or if it comes with a microphone if the microphone is just complete crap. Thankfully I haven't had any issues whatsoever with this pair of headphones, and I've been using them over the past week and can honestly say that they are probably the most comfortable headsets I've ever used before. This is thanks to the ear cups, which come with an inch of velvet padding, which is so nice and comfortable to the touch, as well as the open back design, which means you actually get enough airflow to your ears and you won't feel hot even after hours and hours of gaming. Now the PC37X has been purchased tons of times by other people and has also had very positive reviews, so for any of you guys who might be interested in this headset, I'll link everything down in the description box below, and also a link to the Mashdrop site where you can find other great products. Anyways, on to today's video. As you can tell by the title of this video, today I am pretty angry. So I just did the Halloween loot box opening video, but what I didn't realize about this event was that there is literally no other new content. So in the trailer for this event, Blizzard revealed like this new sort of interaction between Junkenstein and Sombra, who plays the bride, right? As well as the new Halloween Chateau Galad map. But what we've come to find out is that there is absolutely no new stage for the Junkenstein Revenge arcade mode, and that this map has nothing to do at all with this Halloween update. It's just simply a cosmetic change. And in case you guys were wondering what is new in this update, it can be summed up in 3 simple points. First of all, there's 2 new heroes added to both Junkenstein Revenge modes, there's 3 new achievements added to event modes, and last of all, there's the new Chateau Galad Halloween map. And apart from the new cosmetic items, that's pretty much it. You know guys, to be completely honest, I'm not surprised that they didn't add anything new. I sort of kind of expected it in a way, even though I did have hopes that this would be a great event. So there's a lot of reasons why I'm so disappointed in this update, and I guess first of all, let's start off with the trailer. The fact that the trailer took place on a completely different map with all this hype around Sombra being Junkenstein's bride suggested that there was going to be a new game mode with new heroes to play and with new story development, but in the end we got nothing. It infuriates me that Blizzard thinks that they can keep reusing the same content over and over again year after year just because they might not have the resources or the teams or the effort to put into creating new content and new game modes for us to play. So this year, the only event that I'd say has been like drastically new or exciting to play has been the Retribution event, and with that, it's funny because we haven't gotten any new comic lore this year apart from that Retribution comic. It's honestly such a shame because after the massive disappointment that was the Summer Games event, you'd think that Blizzard would learn their lesson and invest more effort into creating a better Halloween event, considering that it is one of the most popular seasonal events throughout the year, especially for games in general. It really sucks because I love this game. I've been playing it since its release, and I remember in that first year of Overwatch's release, there was so much hype around the story, around the characters, around all the new event modes, and it really felt like this game was going to take over the world, even though at that point there really wasn't a competitive scene for it. As to why these things have been so lackluster this year, I don't want to just point fingers and say that it's all because of the Overwatch League, because I don't think that the team that is responsible for the Overwatch League and the team that's responsible for developing the events and progressing the lore intersect. But I definitely do think that the Overwatch League has definitely had a negative impact on elements of the game that cater more towards the casual players. As much as I'd love to see Overwatch succeed as an esports title, I don't think Blizzard should be investing everything into the league and completely neglecting other aspects of the game. But as I said, I think that the Overwatch League is only part of the problem. I think that there's something bigger that Blizzard hasn't told us, and I guess we'll find out eventually, but my point is that Blizzard should not be neglecting these events because these are opportunities for them to show that Overwatch is still a fun game and to keep its player base, whether they're competitive players or whether they're casual. And just before I end this video, I want to touch on one point which I know you guys will mention in the comments, which is the fact that Jeff mentioned in the last developer update that the team will be focusing more on balancing and matchmaking and probably won't be working on anything new. I'm aware of that, but frankly at this point it just feels like Blizzard is completely lazy and just using that as an excuse to cover up for the fact that they don't want to invest their money and resources into making new events or new modes for us to play. If they really were that committed to fixing balancing and matchmaking issues, you'd think they'd release some sort of patch or tweak to the PTR at least for us to try and show that they're actively committed to improving the quality of our competitive experience. To give you guys a practical example, Mercy and Doomfist are on two completely opposite ends of the spectrum right now, at least at Master's level of gameplay and above. At this rank, Mercy pretty much has no impact on the game as a main healer, whereas Doomfist consistently dominates game after game when people learn how to play him well. And players with considerably more experience and knowledge than me have been making forum posts on these sort of issues time and time again, but none of them have ever been acknowledged by Blizzard. I mean, we could give Blizzard the benefit of the doubt, maybe they're working on some huge patch that affects all heroes or affects a lot of mechanics in the game, but I seriously doubt that. And even if that's the case, why can't they just come out and say, hey guys, we know you're disappointed that there's not much new in this event, but we promise we're working on balancing and matchmaking fixes that will definitely improve, you know, your quality of experience. Why can't they just do something so simple like that, just to give us a bit more confidence and a bit more assurance that they're actually doing something? Anyway guys, that's it for my rant, I guess. I'm just extremely disappointed in this update, and I know many of you feel the same way as well. To be completely frank with you, the scariest thing about this update is probably the fact that there's going to be like a lot of Torbs running around because of the rework, and that's pretty much it. If you guys have any opinions or if you disagreed with anything that is said, please leave a comment down below because I do read them, whether it's positive or negative. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.